All right, so welcome to another Tony Too Tough video. Here we are today. We're going to be doing another bow drill, but this time we're going to be using wood that I had found. Where would I have found this piece of lumber at? You know, of all places, I found it in one of the closets in my granddaughter's uh, bedroom. Well, it's like her playroom. Anyways, it was just this piece of wood that was obviously part for something else that I had put away probably about for like 10 years. I have no idea what it belongs to, but it is going to be our bow drill and spindle. So out of this piece right here, I'm going to measure out about yay much, right? Just like that, from little pinky to thumb. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to make that the spindle. I'm going to pull a spot right from here to here. I'm going to make that the hearth board. So stick around. It has all the properties that we need to make a bow drill. What are you into, buddy? So with this video, let's get this game started. I'm going to break this wood in half. Ah, that's right. That was already cracked. I am so dramatic. Let's gather our spindle. I just need this piece right here. It's about yay big. Let's get our piece off. All right. I think I might even make this the board. I think we're going to be good with that. I've got a little bit too much on here, so I need to go ahead and baton this down. I figured the more that you can knock off with this before it's the less whittling. Remember, what we want to talk about today is just the properties of the wood. It is absolutely 100% bone dry. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of white pine, which is already good. And then I can take my thumb nail and I can press my thumbnail into there and it leaves an impression. Dry, leaves an impression with the thumbnail. Those are the two that I go for. And that's what I'm going to be working with. Get this whittled down. This is going to look like a pencil when we're done. It's going to have a pointy end. It's going to have an eraser end. And that's all we're doing. All right. So I want to check it. David West likes to say, when you're doing this eraser part of the end, you're going to start off with 1/4 of an inch down, then an eighth of an inch, and then 1/16 of an inch to round it off. That's what we're going to be doing. So there we go. We got I'm going to go with a 1/2 inch on that one. And we're going to go up. In this case, we're going to go up to 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to make our way all the way around. All right, so now we're getting some shape. Now I'm going to go up to 1/8 of an inch. There we go. I think that's what we're going to be going for. So pointy on this end, round on this end. This is what we're going to use for our hearth board. There we go. Look at that. That's all we really need. Maybe clean it up a little bit. I just need a spot for it to ride in. So check this out. I just need this spot. It needs a spot to go in. And I think that's going to work. What do you think? We're going to get this burnt in real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this married up here now. So here's what we got. We came back with the spindle. It is about a little bit longer than the hang 10 sign for me, right? Just like 1 inch, but it's going to be worked down because, you know, this part goes in here to the bearing block, which I need to carve this out a little bit more. Okay, I think we got this cleared out. We got a pretty decent hole in there. Let's get this puppy on the road. Here we go. I think what we got there, we got it married up. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to be cutting this notch. I want it closest to this because it's closer to here than it is to here. I'm going to cut it on this side. And that's what it's going to look like. You see the lines? All right? You see those? Okay. That's what we're shooting for. All right. Let's clean up these edges at the bottom. We're going to flare this out so it can accept some air. And receive our coal. We got something to catch it with. We got everything burnt in, notch carved. spindle ready, right? It's a little dark on this side, a little pointy on this end. Nothing crazy right now. Just getting the board warm, dropping some dust down there. Getting the notch filled. Put some additional pressure. Oh, shit. Yep, there we go. Let's drop a little bit. Some dust. Just got to get that coal kicking. We got some time. Let that coal develop. All right. Okie doke. Now, let's take a look. That's what we did to this thing. There we go. Look how much we've used. Look how much of that spindle we've used. That's a lot. We're just letting this coal gather. I don't know how wet this tinder bundle is. I got a dried seed head in there, but we'll see. From a goldenrod. So I got a goldenrod seed head in there, and then the rest is just some hay. So I think we should be getting good. I think I see a pretty decent coal developed. Now we're going to get things warm. So in there, I've tacoed it in. Up here. It's smoking in there. It's almost there. Yeah, we got it. Perfect. I don't want it to go on a fire yet because I'm not starting a fire yet. But there you have it. It's all about the properties of the wood, folks. It's all about the properties of this wood. This wood was dried. It was bone dry. Look at that. And look, it didn't take much. And I still have at least one more fire I can get out of that notch. Maybe two. Who knows? Maybe at least one for sure. And I got a whole brand new board. Have a brand new set. I just want to show you, you can make a bow drill out of pretty much so anything. It has the right properties. It needs to be dry, obviously. If it's a hard wood, it needs to have been aged and degraded enough that you can stick your thumbnail and leave an impression in it. You got to make sure there's no moisture. inside is bone dry, like bone dry, the better. You know, any type of moisture, you're going to have to work real hard. I'm not saying that you can't get it. It's you're just going to have to work harder for it. So you don't have to go too far. Sometimes you just got to go out there and rub two sticks together and get your dirt on. So go on now. Now get.